This is a story about the Congress in Puducherry. Breaking news, developments that took place over the weekend of a clash between Congress cadres in Puducherry. We're learning that they were seen fighting against each other, demanding a change in leadership. There are two factions of the Congress over a replacement of the party's state president. Now, one faction is under the former Chief Minister Narayanaswamy, current party president Subramaniam, and the other is under the former ministers Kandaswamy, Shahjahan, etc. Now, we're going to allow you to hear the sound right now in that clip, then we'll connect with the reporter for more details. You had a recent party meeting where you had senior Congress leader Dinesh Gundurao, who was also president, and the cadres were involved in a scuffle where they were demanding an immediate change in the presidential post in the party. They tried to even stop Rao's vehicle from going on. They're demanding a proper response from the Congress High Command. Opposition political parties in Puducherry are alleging that the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, that is Tamilisai Soundararajan, was running a parallel government in the Union Territory. That's where they asked the Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy to resign. That's been part of the developments. Now, you also have the MLAs of Congress and the DMK that protested against Soundararajan by wearing black outfits to the Puducherry Legislative Assembly Hall. Their protests continued as they staged a walkout for the Assembly as the budget session commenced. So we're seeing much opposition, clashes between these two factions that have broken out. My colleague Puornima Murali with us right now to bring us more details about the entire situation. Puornima, we've brought our audiences a brief overview of the clashes that took place over the weekend and over the last few days. We know that they are over who should be the party's state president. But could you explain to our audiences more about A, who the central figures in this tussle are, and B, what the issues with the current leadership are?
Well, currently the Congress cadre in Puducherry are reportedly broken into two factions. One section of the cadre supporting former Chief Minister Narayanaswamy and the current President Subramaniam. And the other side are others, including ministers, who are reportedly eyeing the state president's post. And yesterday, over 100 cadre gathered outside the party office, reiterating their demand for the replacement of state president, saying they are not happy. This happened when Dinesh Gundurao had visited Puducherry and was holding discussions with the senior leaders in Puducherry at the party office, when over 100 cadre, in fact, tried protesting and also demanded an answer from Dinesh Gundurao. Even when he was all set to leave, his vehicle was in fact stopped by these cadre, asking for an answer to their demand of a change in the top post. But currently, the Congress is divided between two factions. One is the current state president in Narayanaswamy, the former chief minister, and on the other side are the other ministers who are still eyeing for the state president's post. So not all is well as far as the Congress in Puducherry unit is concerned.
Okay, Puornima, thank you so much for bringing us more context on the entire story. Puornima, we'd like to ask you one more question on this entire controversy. How is Congress central leadership responding to this, particularly when Congress central leadership itself is about to reach its own leadership decisions in a few days from now?
Well, currently, the Congress president maintains that all is well and has also suspended 5 functionaries who staged protests, who in fact stopped Dinesh Gundurao's car. 5 members had so far been suspended after ruckus broke at the party office earlier yesterday. And they also handed a show-cause notice to all the functionaries who staged protests, and they've been given a week's time to explain their action. Therefore, action has been taken against those who staged protests, and the Congress maintains that the current state president will continue his tenure and that there will be no rethinking on that. That's the word that's coming in, while action has been taken against those who staged protests yesterday.
Okay, Puornima, thank you so much for bringing us context. For our audience,